April 2022 Local Real Estate Market Update. Hi there, this is Jessie of the Jessie Bandwidth Group with eXp Realty, and welcome to your local real estate market update. There are clear signs of a sudden shift in the Toronto housing market. The market is starting to cool down. The average price of a house in March was $1,596,091, down from $1,679,429 in February, but up 21% over last year. Furthermore, house sales were down 35% on a year-over-year basis, but well above the levels for March in 2019 and 2020. Toronto remains a very tight market overall, but the March resale data shows clear signs that things are starting to change. Some key takeaways here. Number one, a steep decline in sales, the lowest number of transactions since June 2020. Also, unadjusted home sales were down 30% year over year, and condo sales were down 19% in March over last year, but well above the levels for the same month in 19 and 20. And take a look at this. Another unusually large inventory build. New listings were down 11.8% compared to last year, but that's a bit misleading. March 2021 saw a record new supply hit the market. Now, if we compare this month to the decade average, new listings were 30% higher than usual, and the trend may continue through the spring as prospective sellers realize that we're already past peak pricing. In addition, active listings jumped by 3,200 compared to February and 6,000 since January. That's the largest such increase since 2010, and it represents a record 140% increase in just 2 months. Now, seasonally adjusted average prices declined. The average price for a condominium in March reached $840,444, up 20% over last year. The median price for a condo in March was $777,000, up 20% over last year. Besides, the median house price in March was $1,415,000, down $70,000 over last month, but up 23% over last year. Now here's some data for comparison. Let's take a look at the following weekly statistics for the Greater Toronto Area housing market for each of the past 4 years. Even though sales in 2022 were well ahead of 2019 volumes, we can see that the sales volume during the first couple of weeks of April have returned to 2019 levels. We can also see the number of new listings coming on the market for sale is very strong and well ahead of typical volumes in 2019. The most interesting trend in the low-rise market is the decline in average prices after peaking in mid-February at just under $1.7 million. Now turning to the condo market, we can see the condo sales have also been declining since early March and are approaching 2019 levels. Much like the low-rise market, new listings are also strong ahead of volumes for the previous 3 years. House sales, which includes detached, semi, or freehold townhouses in the Toronto area in March 2022 were down 35% over the same month last year, but above levels for the same month in pre-COVID 2019 and 2020. The share of houses selling for more than the owner's asking price climbed to an unbelievable 84% in March. The competition for condos sold remains strong, with a share of condos selling for over the asking price rising to 80% in March. We have been hearing over the past few months that the Bank of Canada planned to raise interest rates this year to fight Canada's high inflation rate. Will these higher interest rates impact Toronto's housing market? Well, rising interest rates will impact how much debt buyers will qualify to borrow. In general, real estate markets tend to prefer slow and steady changes versus sudden shocks. Mortgage interest rates doubling in just months is a shock, and time will tell how the market adjusts to higher interest rates and this new environment. If interest rates continue to trend up, I would not be surprised if we see some downward pressure on home prices over the next 9 to 18 months due to home buyers being unwilling or unable to pay today's prices at tomorrow's higher interest rates. However, long-term economic fundamentals of job and population growth combined with steady and low inventories of housing should make any slowdown temporary. Stay tuned with our monthly updates and keep informed on the most recent market trends. This is Jessie with the Jessie Benwick Group with eXp Realty. We help buyers and sellers make nice moves.